So here you went over that, so you can just start from 5 days, I assume.
Yeah.
This is from improvement, and then on dev branch, site name to subject.
Yeah, I'm allocating around 8 hours a week on the new admin theme to
Great.
Get it done.
That's great. That's probably 30% of what a French worker will do in a week. Add site name to new. What is this change? Because I see also some merge pull requests. New account. Okay, oh, that's just an email change. Okay. Okay. This one is the theme, so I'll trust you. This one is theming also. Apparently Antoine is also working a lot on that. And Jasmin. So it should be done soon then. That's good. You see waves, Sipke, Antoine, and Jasmin. And this one from, usually grammatical fixes are from Zoltan. Checking the menu item whether, well, that's not, this is better, but this is not perfect still. It's okay. And I might have changed that also in Orchard too. Okay, cool. I haven't checked Orchard 2 because I didn't touch it at all. Nothing happened. Okay, that's fine. I'm still working during my vacation, but I'm working on, I'm trying to
lots on a dynamic compilation.
Stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty crazy.
It's a PhD level change.
Is have you run it by Faraday yet? Now that
I sent him actually some links, but I'm sure he was busy with the release, so I'm not sure he looked at it yet. But I sent him some Git exchanges and pointers to the pull request. We'll see later. Yep. Okay, cool. Status was short. Still same targets for 110.1 and 111. The admin menu is going on very well. Oh, some intruders in the room. I have to close the door. Questions in the chat. Compassion migration. Yeah. Question for you, Benedek. How are the recordings? Did you upload some of them?
Yes, actually, most of them are uploaded. So I was pretty swamped in the last few weeks, but Janusz is actually taking care of the recordings and everything else. So right now, I think there's one recording that
I have one
still with you. Yeah. Apart from that, I think there's one meeting that wasn't recording at all. It was like a month ago, I think.
No, that's with
everything else is uploaded now, and on the website and YouTube.
I recorded one because there was nobody to record it.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe this is the one you're missing. So then I had a question. Yes, Sipke, your book. You made a book?
Yeah, I made a book. It's online.
Dude, when I saw the tweet, I was like, okay, I had the Word document, and I created many comments on the Word document. I'm not sure I sent you these comments. Did I? Hello? Did we lose Sipke or did you all lose me?
Oh, I muted myself.
Okay, so yeah, I sent you the comments. I didn't send you. Did I send you the comments?
No, you haven't sent them, but please do send them because it's a work in progress still. So I'm going to incorporate everything, and I'll send you an updated copy of the Word document. I did receive other feedback as well, which I incorporated.
Where did I put it? Must be on my OneNote. I check. Okay, so did you talk about it during last meeting in your book or not?
No.
Why? So pointers.
Yeah, I was there. I was there last meeting. No, we didn't talk about it.
And we should also publish it on the website. I mean, publish a link and information. Ah, crap.
That would be cool.
Oh no, I see. Google Chrome doesn't work. I don't know why. Do you have a link to share with the room?
Yes. With the room? You mean the book?
A link to the book with the current chat room. Next revision. Oh, maybe I know how I work. Desktop must be there. Is that there? Nope, it's not there. Can't be far away. IDeliverable, products book. Yeah, Orchard. You just create a new content type, a new projections, and boom.
Boom. Yep. Easy.
Discrete.
You can actually click on the title. This is the.
It's in euros.
This is one of.
The good thing for us now. The good thing for us is that it's much cheaper now. Thank you, Nick. It's crazy because I was in France, so I'm always sending euros back and euros and dollars from both ways, and like the euro was 1.14, they vote like a few hours after it was like 1.10. I was like, crap, it lost like 4% in crazy. And I have to send some euros back to US. I'm so pissed off. And okay, we can click on that. So the book is about Orchard layouts. How does it work? We see a bunch of paragraphs, and we can download the ebook, and you change it, and we get the updates. That's how it works.
Yeah, exactly. So whenever, if you purchase the copy, you'll get an email notification if a new version becomes available and with a download link.
Okay. What technical platform did you use to write the book?
Word. But I'm gonna migrate it to what is it called?
No, I mean, how do you publish it? How do you handle the payments? How do you create the
Oh, okay. So this book
has.
I don't have a publisher yet, but I'm gonna use. I think it's Redis or something. It's a platform where you can write the book, but also find publishers, and publish it to all sorts of digital formats. I haven't done it yet because that platform currently doesn't support a block quote type for code samples, for example. So that's a technical limitation. But the payment platform, we're using SendOwl, so that enables us to sell anything we want, including the commercial modules and this book. So that's an external provider.
Cool. €25.
Yeah, I thought, what would I be willing to pay for this book, for this type of content, and this would be something that I would definitely want to pay. So that's how I derived the amount.
Yep. Okay. Cool. We'll see how many Teslas you can buy after that.
Probably not much, but we'll see.
Cool. Thanks. The questions about that from people. What's the next topic?
I'm considering dynamic forms, but I'm also open to suggestions from the community if there's special wishes. And I'm not sure, because on the one hand I want to write a book that is similar to the web shop tutorials, which covers many more aspects, but that's going to be a very, very big book. On the other hand, I'm thinking theming is a big topic. Yeah,
but that's
so that's one. Another.
Because people would buy books for how to create a how to theme Orchard, all the techniques and everything. You know that nobody knows.
Shapes. Yeah, that's true. Exactly. So that's another thing I was considering, or going off the list of modules and features. But sometimes multiple modules.
And your husband is writing the default theme for Orchard too. So.
I asked him about it. Yeah, he's probably not going to be able to deliver it for 1.11, but maybe for 1.12.
Okay, that's fine.
But he can definitely help writing that book. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to see a book about theming. If you have.
Yeah, do you think it would be a good idea to take an existing or a website with some common functionality? For example, the IDeliverable website, and then describing how to theme that, starting from a design, turning that into, well, not turning into HTML, because that's non-Orchard specific.
You can even have a target goal, which is this is what we want to do, or try to pick a bunch of techniques like how to, how-tos, like how to customize a list, or how to theme taxonomies, how to theme a blog, and so on, and like vertical or very specific questions, and then also maybe a section about a global theming, how to write a theme, a full theme from A to Z, and
that will be a great mix, because then I would cover, like say from A to Z, getting a theme up and running.
Like a cookbook.
And then the more.
People don't know how to do some specific things, and they will look, oh, yeah, there is a tutorial for that. Good, let's do that.
I'm gonna start collecting those.
And by the way, WordPress. I have something about WordPress here. Orchard. I have something about WordPress. Where is that? Not here. Crap! I found a very good article about theming and WordPress, and I will send it to you. I will send it to you when I find it. It must be in my bookmark somewhere. It was a very good article explaining how to theme a WordPress site, and I'm like, we miss this kind of articles. So I'm like, I will bookmark it just to have an idea of when Sipke wants to write a book, I will send it to him, and he will write the same thing. Okay, good. Recipes and workflows. Yep, they will deserve good articles. A book, I'm not sure, but articles, tutorials at least. There are many things we don't know about workflows. Recipes is smaller.
What about combination of recipes, workflows, and dynamic forms?
Well, let's write a book about Orchard then. Yeah. And put everything.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, and that's the idea. I want, because that would take such a long time for it to complete. That's why I started with a smaller topic like layouts, and then a smaller topic like workflows maybe, or projections, or dynamic forms.
But at the same time, you went very deep in the feature, like 200 pages or maybe more now about layouts. Why not just 20?
Yeah, that's true.
Why not just 20 pages about 10 features than 200 about one feature? And that's a book. So, yeah. Because maybe that's too much, and I don't know. But, yeah.
What additional features... what additional features do you think layout needs, or what additional features do you think layouts, will evolve into?
I can answer.
One feature I think is layouts itself would not necessarily get a new feature, but it could be used as an implementation for another feature. For example, the widgets module could be leveraging the layouts engine.
Yep. So you will use a layout editor, the same technical framework to drag and drop pieces for widgets. So the layout will pre-render the zones of your theme. Mm-hmm. And then you can just drag and drop your widgets in these zones instead of using a drop-down to select which zone will the widget will target. So this is much better. And then you could also have, in the context of a page, you could maybe also see different layers in the layout. So you will see, in the widgets editor, we have layers. So by checking and unchecking the layers, we will see in the layout all the widgets which will appear in different contexts. So you can see how they are ordered across layers.
Yeah.
So that would be nice to have this view. And this doesn't change at all the widgets module. It's just a different admin editor for widgets. So that's totally doable. Like Sipke did with the dashboard module, which lets you edit the dashboard page of the admin. Also one way of reusing the layout. And I think that's it. The layout module itself for editing the layout page is already very nice.
Because 90% of everything I do is around developing elements.
Mm-hmm.
So anything that advances or enhances the layout module, directly affects what I do every day.
Mm-hmm. I think also there will be a refactor about elements in Orchard too, because I explicitly made the display pipeline with shapes reusable, the placement, the shape templates, drivers, everything is reusable, which means an element will be just another kind of content to be displayed as part of a content item or page. So it will be able to use the same logic, to share the same logic. So there won't be a difference between widgets and elements and fields and parts. They are just content display items. So that will simplify the logic. Okay. Topics. Other topics?
George, he couldn't make this meeting, but he was asking about available budget or a range for the Orchard Harvest conference in Miami, if we want to pursue that.
Yep. So I saw he sent me an email. I didn't read it. I just overlooked that he was working in talk also with you about it. So he's also in favor of Miami and working on that. So budget. What can I say? So usually, every year it changed because the location changes everything every time, and we can't compare Alicante to anything. But usually, let's say, so we have sponsors and we have attendees. Okay, and from attendees, let's say we have an average 75 times 100, just an average. Okay, we have $7,500 for that. And from sponsors, we usually get, let's say, max 15,000. I'm back.
We missed you.
Again, sorry. Yeah, Skype for Business closed my connection and I could not even reconnect. But now it's working again. Yeah, I was saying, yes, we spent 10, yeah, that's about the max we can spend on the room, $10,000.
Okay.
If that can help. Unless we say, hey, it's Miami, guys, up 200 for the tickets, and boom, party time. Yeah, but at the same time, we tried not to not to be very expensive there, but we've got discussions by the past also, because if your hotel room is like 150 or 200, and you have to stay 3 or 4 days, yes, you can spend 200 on ticket, and that's helping us a lot compared to what the hotel gains. So this is part of the budgeting. We try to assess what's the average price in the location and what we can do, and then this is the variable we have.
And would this include, breakfast and lunch and equipment?
We need the equipment. We need at least a breakfast or lunch, and that's it. So we have to think about everything. But yeah, I will share with you if you want the full Excel sheet for the budget for everything.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Because there are many things, yeah. So I will do that. But just to be open with how we manage the budget. And we have 3 grants left from last year to use in any way for the harvest or for, as we already said, to send to organize meetings and do whatever we want. Mm-hmm. So why not in Brazil? Why not in Brazil? Yes, Carlos. Why not in Brazil? Maybe because of mosquitoes? Oh, let's do it during. Why not?
Well, Newcastle has suddenly become cheaper.
Probably. Maybe next time. We'll see. It depends. It depends on how it's organized. At the same time, it's better to go in location where we can attract people for vacation and have fun also. Newcastle is not sexy compared to Miami. So we'll see.
I wouldn't classify Miami as a vacation.
Well, from where you are, I'm sure you would prefer Miami than Newcastle. But yeah, it we'll see. Yeah. We will host the biggest world event. Why not one of it? Carlos, be careful. It's not done yet, okay? Let's wait for it to be done, and then you can say you have hosted the biggest world event. Okay, so harvest. So, but I know that then Sipke and George are working on that, trying to do some estimates. Carlos will do the website for the harvest in Brazil. That's fine. Okay. Demos? I didn't ask if there was any demos. I don't have any demo. I didn't work on Orchard 2 at all. Did I show you everything I did actually last time? Maybe. Well. Wait. Yes, because I worked on Orchard, on Orchard, and I did enjoy the meeting after that. So I have some status actually. "14 days ago," or maybe you already saw that. What was it? Improving cache context. This is reuse. No, yes, I think I showed you that. Yeah, I showed you the page to edit the permissions, and then after that I fixed the page to edit the permissions to actually evaluate the correct effective permissions. These ones, yes. So yeah, this was just fixing the view for the correct permissions with creating a fake user with the permission with the role we are trying to evaluate, just to see if this user will have inherited the permissions from the implied permissions. Yep, that's it. And everything else I showed. Yep. So nothing new there. Well. Anything else? No demos? Antoine, can you show the new admin left menu?
Yes, I could show you.
Okay, let's do that. You cool if I gave you access. Done. Are you showing? It's showing. So what's about the new admin left menu? Why is it new?
So, from what I understood, it's based on Daniel's suggestion to if you're on a larger screen, then instead of having a very long, vertically long menu, we could make it a little bit wider so that the caption of each menu item appears to the right hand side of each icon instead of underneath it. And then Antoine worked on this, and he posted a screenshot on Gitter. Yeah.
Okay. Like Orchard 1, beautiful.
It
right?
is very nice. Yeah, I like it.
It's like the admin, the current one.
Yep.
And maybe this was why they chose to do it this way.
Yeah, because it takes less vertical space. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, on smaller screens, it's nice to have just the
go down.
icons.
So if you, okay, so if you go down, it just shows the icons.
Well, and the label underneath, so it shows both. So it takes more space vertically.
Can you go lower resolution?
I like
just to see
icon.
That's weird. Yeah, maybe it's... No, it doesn't work.
Yeah, maybe it should be on smaller screens. The caption should still be underneath, as was the case before this change. Would that be possible, Antoine?
Maybe he's muted. Yeah, he's muted. If you're talking, Antoine, you're muted. So since you've been sharing your screen, yeah. Okay, whatever you say.
Yes. What was the question?
So currently, as you can see, the captions are located at the right side of each icon. But could we make it in such a way that on smaller screens it would still be collapsed underneath each icon, as was the case before your changes? So we would only see this bigger, wider menu on wider screens using a CSS breakpoint.
Yes, maybe.
So what's left to do on this admin theme? So I'm asking the question every time because there is progress, so this way we know.
We still have a few issues open on Sipke's old repository. So, for example, we want to make the image dynamic. So we will probably use a gravatar to display the image. We have Sipke implemented breadcrumbs, and he demoed it last week.
Yeah, and that's been implemented for a few features, but that needs to be implemented for all features. Well, it would be nice if it were implemented for all features.
RTL.
Yes, it will be
How is RTL?
We haven't done anything about right to left.
We can ask Nick to do that.
Yes.
He's got some experience. We need RTL, definitely. People use that a lot.
Alright, maybe I can show you something I've made. In the modules, if I enable picker, you can see you can switch between cultures. Oh, why doesn't it work? It should show the cultures and allow you to select them. It was working previously because I added the French culture. I will look why it doesn't work. But that's the idea, to use a right menu in the zone we.
So you made it. Okay, good. The shape zone. Okay, good. That's great.
I can show you Firefox. So for the moment we hide the right part. But if I enable touch, and I click as if as I'm making a touch event on the tablet, I can show the right menu, and we could have also a button on the top right, and we could find some features to put on the right sidebar. If you have idea, something like a quick search, or I don't know, list the last comments.
Yeah, but so far we have no idea. So as long as it's a zone, that's fine.
Yeah.
But we don't have anything right now. That's okay. Cool. Thank you. So a quick look, if no one has any question about it. Quick look. I will present it. The pull requests. So, did I miss anything? 7 hours, let's see. Because I assume there was no triage last week. So if we look in the last 2 weeks, just going over it just to see if there is anything important. Projections added operator IsNull and IsNotNull to DateTime filter and link to be able to filter null values for DateTime colons correctly. Okay. So IsNull, IsNotNull. I will not call it IsNull, IsNotNull. Maybe IsDefined, IsNotDefined. It's too technical. And type 0 between. Min as value. Okay, we'll see. Okay, so new feature, request patching framework extension. Orchard framework extension method has a couple issues. Try to fix them with a modular way. Okay, which is okay, is there a bug open for that? I'm not sure, we should talk about it. Content has changed SQL DateTime format from ANSI SQL to ISO. That there is an issue with the PR. Oh, and it's been commented by Sipke. Oh, well, I will let you comment on that, but what is that?
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was chatting. What's this issue or PR?
DateTime. I'm lost with the commented on February. So there is a big issue with the PR. I think it's broken. Because you didn't comment on that. Normalized image profile path hash and added profile purging. Interesting. Normalizing should be the default for all new sites. Methods for changing the domain from which images are served. Well, this again. Okay. Purge. So this is to clear a specific profile, and this is what he calls. Okay, this is purge also. Normalizing. Okay. Fixed lowercase display and CSS class of bulk labels. Again, issue with the PR. This is the one, a workaround for PostgreSQL. So Jean-Thierry, as you might remember, there was a fix for Postgre which was breaking some other scenarios. You see, little drawback with SQL C, so apparently he's making a change which works with everything, and the change is about testing the current provider. If it's Postgre, then it does something differently. Otherwise it does that. So it needs to know about Postgre explicitly in this code. I think that's fine. We should take it. And it's in dev. Blogs MenuAdmin permissions check consistency. Interesting. Meta list on blogs. Okay. But maybe that's the opposite. I have to check. I know there is one we should use and one we should not use. Be between the own and not owned. Content-Term.Edit. Issue with the alternates. An issue with the alternates. Display model primary. Display model secondary. And instead of that, model content, model sidebar. Interesting. It's possible that this thing is actually added automatically in the sidebar. Yes, and this thing primary is added directly in the content. Okay, that would make sense. And StringFilterForm. Okay, yep. Okay, looks like an obvious issue. Null ref if something is null. If is null empty string value. Yeah, that's weird because convert.toString should not be null then. If value is null, convert to string will create an empty string. Or maybe that's the goal. If it's empty, then see, okay, nothing important. Questions. Nothing here. RTL. Other topics, questions? Am I missing anything? We should do a vote to do the opposite of Brexit, to do the opposite of Joe exit. We need to include Joe into Orchard too. We want him to work with us. He's redoing Orchard on his own. He should do Orchard. Joe, you don't know Joe? I mentioned him many times. Joe made Mojo Portal. Which is based on web forms, and now he's doing something else. Not like Mojo Portal, but more like Orchard actually. Multi-tenant with how is your stuff called, Joe? Cloud Site or something like what? I don't remember. Cloud Scribe. Thank you. You see, and Antoine asked him to do a demo. What? That's a good idea. You should tell us more about Cloud Scribe and why you do that and how you do it. He's working on .NET Core for that, so that's a great idea. And he's solving the same issues, like multi-tenancy with different authentication pipelines for each tenant. Like one tenant uses the cookie authentication, the other one will use Facebook authentication and things like that. So he's solved that already, and he's doing also modular applications. So he needs to work with us. But if you want to do a demo, Joe, we can arrange that. Simple is fine, and it gives us ideas, and we exchange. Like for instance, storage. Joe made some storage. I think it's called simple content storage abstraction to store something without a database. And yeah, and by talking with him, I have some ideas and also gave him some ideas. So it's interesting to see how he's doing stuff. Good. Okay. Well, if we don't have any more topics, discussions, then we'll just end the meeting now. good thing today is that there was no game. I loved it. We won't have to miss a game because of meeting. Joe Orchard too. You see, Jasmine is voting. If we reach more than 50%, he has to join us.
Hey, Sebastian, are we going to upgrade Orchard 2 to RTM then?
Yes, now we can, as soon as we want.
So it will take you, what, like 20 minutes or so?
I'm not sure I will do it, but if you want to do it, there is a breaking change I made, which I know I will have to change, which is the authorization handler, which only has the async method now. So this is a breaking change, but very simple to change. But yes, if you or Alex or whoever wants to create the PR and do the migration, feel free to do so. By specifying the version number explicitly also, now it's better.
Well, will it be harder to work on Orchard 2 if we don't upgrade to RTM based on...
Probably.
Yeah, so we probably should do it.
Do it before I can work back on Orchard 2.
When are you working back on Orchard 2?
I don't know. When I come back. I use my vacation. What? Are
you still in France?
Yes, for a month.
Oh.
I didn't take any vacation for 2 years. Now I can take a month of vacation.
Okay.
So it helps.
So when are you actually back then?
July 14.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yep. And I will start working on the 15.
Okay.
Sorry.
You need to apologize. Enjoy the jet lag.
Oh, well, it will be hard, yes. Okay. Do it. Surprise me. Make the recipe work. Honestly, we have authentication working, authorization. We need recipes and placement. Done. We have a blog.